Oh, shoot.
This is a Rick Code exclusive.
What's the name of the show?
This is kind of should taste like a Reese's.
Should taste like a Reese's. A Reese's peanut butter cup.
Yeah,
Oh, this shit finna hurt.
hurt. Oh,
That shit finna be some milky ass shit. Pause. While I'm pausing, I don't know why you looking at me, but since you are, we are live. Back like we never left. Episode 130, I believe.
here we go. Episode 130. Yeah, man, we back in here. If you are tuned in right now, comments is going across the top. Leave one on this video, how we do it, or one of the vlogs. And next week we'll throw yours up there. You know what I'm saying? We got the ice machine from our affiliate Temu right there. You know what I'm saying?
What you think of it?
It's working pretty good, man. I used it a couple times at the crib. I had to they said let it go for a cycle so you can make sure it's clean, and then I started using it after that. It's pretty efficient, man. I'm rocking with it. Got it for a nice deal. I forgot how much I paid for it, but I think the one that we was looking at was like 150 or like two something, and this one was, I believe it was valued at the same price, but come on, man, let me get some orders. But I paid $44 for it.
That's fire.
So, you know what I'm saying? If you
Was you nervous about it, like coming?
oh nah. Cause we had ordered some stuff from them before, so it's not like we got the stigma that everybody else had about them. Like, I'm pretty sure if you find some cheap stuff on there, then you don't get what you paid for. But for the most part, they got regular stuff on there. I'm probably gonna order some lights from there. I ordered some glasses for the pod on there, because you know I be talking about different drinks going different glasses and shit. So I got some different glasses coming, and Chad got some stuff coming too. So if you click the link in the description, if you download the app for the first time, you would get $100 coupon bundle in the app. If you've had the app before and you click the link and you reinstalling it, you will still qualify for that as well. So, man, make sure y'all clicking that link and turning us up, man. They got some good deals on there. Yeah. We trying to get paid.
I don't know, man. So, man, shit, let's cheers to the good deals, man.
Yeah.
How about that? By the way, Red Code, follow me on all platforms.
It's your boy Dubz 817.
And we back. What's this called?
It's like a Reese's.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's surprising.
Yeah.
I thought that was gonna be horrible.
It was on point. And now I'm gonna do the same thing. But I'm just gonna add
Martell's,
more tail to it.
and that's the drink.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say we're gonna do another one of them bitches back to back. Oh, you bold.
Oh no, I'm gonna take a regular shot because that one was kind of
Yeah, no, and I know that bitch gonna like.
that was kind of weak. I'm gonna go ahead and it's a little mix. That's gonna be fire. Oh, where's this stuff at? Go ahead and chef this up, man. How your week go?
Man, I had a good week overall. I had a fucked up week in the trading market, but a good week overall. Very productive, very prosperous week. So can't complain too much, you know.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man, mine was alright. I think I settled on a destination for my birthday later on in the year. Chopping it up with one of my homies, and he out there in DC, and I was like, yeah, man, I ain't never been out there, and I gotta pop out to the DMV, man. That's why I can mess around. There's some stuff I could get into out there.
Yeah.
For sure. Fuck around in Baltimore and fucking Virginia and shit.
See, I ain't never thought about Baltimore. See, my brain don't go there because it's, you know, in my brain considered a cold place, yada, 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 so.
Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be like too cold at the beginning of October though, so that's why I'm trying to go out there before it's like winter time and shit. Cause I want to go in the summer, but I was like, nah, I'll wait.
I'll think about it, bro. Good. Pop my neck something good, boy. And this is just that, but with Martez.
Yeah.
And so, what's this called?
Shit, I guess
You gotta name it.
I guess we could call it the Reese's Pieces. But shit.
Oh, that's dangerous. That's dangerous.
Oh yeah, that shit blend well.
But
Right?
listen.
That shit cover up the Martell like a motherfucker. That hoe is.
This is Martell's, and what is this?
Martell. One of them is peanut butter. That's the peanut butter one.
Peanut butter. Yeah. This should taste like a Reese's piece.
And then that's the. It say coffee, but it's like a chocolate.
Man, that shit fire. That shit is fire. We're doing a podcast for followers, like, subscribe, and share. You know how that go.
Yeah, I'm definitely rocking with that. That's up there with the cinnamon toast crunch for me.
No, that one up there. That's up there for sure. That's big up there. So, like, what we doing?
Oh shit, man. We have to go ahead and get into it, man. We can start off a little bit lighter, I guess.
Lay down.
So Zoe Saldana, as it's pronounced now, she won an award earlier this week, and you know what I'm saying, the timeline was in an uproar because they was bad because she done played a lot of black roles, and now she's claiming that she not black, which is not really a problem for me. She an actor, who cares on that point. But a lot of people also found out that her husband took on her last name, and niggas was tripping on that. Like he added on. He hyphenated his last name, so hers is at the end. I don't remember what his name is, but I was gonna ask if you was with a woman that was up and y'all got married.
Lay down.
Would you ever do that?
Would I ever hyphenate my name?
Or just take on their last name, period?
Do we know the origin behind it?
Not really. I didn't really like look into it too deep, but
Let me Google it. Let's see. Why do women take men's last names? So, women traditionally take their husband's last name due to the historical patriarchal system where a married woman was legally considered her husband's property, essentially losing her own identity and becoming part of his family lineage. A practice rooted in the concept of coverture, which is now largely outdated but still exists culturally in many societies. This means the custom of taking the husband's name is a reflection of the past where women were seen as subordinate to their husbands. Let's see what else we got. That was just the AI. It's been over 50 years since there was a legal and cultural shift around women keeping their last names when they marry, but many women who marry still opt to change their names to their husbands upon saying "I do." It says, why does this system remain? In a word, patriarchy. All these are women articles, by the way.
yeah. I mean, off that, I could kind of see why he might did it because she famous, and famous people don't really like changing their names too much, so they could have, they could share a last name, maybe.
Well, I mean, they don't even have to have their real name when they act.
Oh yeah, because you could be fucking Jamie Foxx and what's his name, Eric Bishop or Eric Bischoff.
Right, like, so it's not like she had to use his name. She could stay Zoe down under, But the articles I'm saying, well, the one that popped up was an AI. It says modern considerations. While many women today choose to keep their own last name after marriage, the societal expectation of taking their husband's name still exists, sometimes due to patriarchal concerns like family unity or potential complications with the children's names. You know what I always find interesting about like the patriarchal arguments is the fact that it alludes to the fact that women don't have a ton of, like you said, for the past 50 years, bitches just been doing it because it's the patriarchy. And niggas have always accepted, like, no, bitches have openly said they want to change their last name. They like the concept of it. They like it. And here's a fun fact for the articles, which is interesting because I was looking for like a religious article at least, but that's also where a lot of that comes from historically, and not to only add to that, but it used to be in a monarchical world, in the royalty world, these things were very important. Your last name was literally everything. More than your money, more than your, you know what I mean? And that's saying, yeah, that was to men to represent for themselves, but ultimately, from a king and queen standpoint, there were a lot of men forced to marry. A lot of women they didn't want to be with, just like there were a lot of women forced just for the sake of the name.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just patriarchy. It was, you know what I mean? Something. I'm trying to think of like what it would be called, because I know I'm sure there's a study on it. I'm sure there's a word for it. I don't know how to formulate the question and ask it without, like in Google or something. But no, it was a societal expectancy from a royalty standpoint, a distinction, like more than anything. So like I said, there were countless princes that were married off into some family with some ugly ass bitch, or some bitch they hated, or I mean, y'all watch how Game of Thrones? Y'all done seen?
I haven't seen it, but I know the
people. They
premise.
Seen Game of Thrones. They done seen motherfucking Once Upon a Time, shit like that. I mean, it's in all of the
Shrek.
Right. It's the way of the right. It's the way of the. And like I said, it wasn't a monarchical thing. I mean, it wasn't a patriarchal thing. It was more to do with lineage and representation of like that existence. Because you gotta also remember, there, especially going along prior to that time, which is way back. If you're gonna do it like that, bitches used to still operate under patriarchal ideologies, and that the hunter-gatherer bitches, and et cetera, et cetera. No, they was still fucking with the big, brute, strong, meathead nigga with the 10-inch dick. Then, and they was doing what that nigga said, and they wanted to do it. Like, when people, what I'm saying is, when people talk about, like, the patriarchal, like, ideology, it's like there's not a big bang to society. Like, even if you want to go the patriarchal route, a nigga had to be like, man, this shit lame. We just keep walking through the forest. There's got to be a better way.
Yeah.
And I think I know that better way. And the bitches and the niggas had to be like, you should be the king.
Yeah. Now y'all niggas building boats and shit.
Like,
going
you
downstream
know what I'm saying?
faster.
Like, and it couldn't be just the niggas. It had to be the bitches because he needed a queen. And he needed other, you feel me? Like, no, like the way it's presented is like, one nigga just woke up one day and was like, men run everything. Then he went outside and said, bitch, get back in the house. Why? Because I'm a man. No, nigga. Bitches agreed with this shit. Like, that's the thing is, like, bitches agreed with this shit, bro. It wasn't like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's just running around and niggas just no, bitches agree. Like, you see, they shit like they short and man, you think the niggas gonna get on your ass? Go to Dubai in some booty shorts. See what the bitches say. See how many you go girls you get. This shit ain't just you feel me? Like now don't get me wrong, there's a faction of women that don't agree with this shit, but we're forgetting that there's a societal norm of women. Like, if every bitch didn't want to do it, them niggas wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah. You see it on the gram. I can't wait to change my last name and all this shit. Just the little Justin LeBoy shit that they be posting and all that. Like,
bro, they can't wait. They already picturing it. They love the thought of being Mrs. And again, even going back to the Bible, there's a certain representation that comes along with being a wife, et cetera, in the Bible. And the covenant, and the man go find a wife, and this, that, and the third. And when a man, and that's from a religious standpoint, which is where marriage and shit outside of the royal aspects of it is rooted. So if we're going that route, you see what I'm saying? The alternative route is like marriage, the union under God. You got to find a husband, in which that case, God literally was saying, man, go find a wife. Is that not patriarchy? So you saying God is patriarchal? You said the man go and he supposed to be the head of the household and he supposed to cover his wife and yada yada, right? That's what God said, or at least what Jesus said, God said, or whatever. Somebody said the shit. I ain't making this shit up. Y'all know it. So if that's the case, then what it is? You feel me? Like, what's the word? Like, kind of crazy, ain't it? Yep. Especially when you, like I said, when you talking about from a regular person standpoint, the societal ideology isn't perpetuated in that like in that way. Like it's not like society is pressuring you saying, "Oh, you can't have your name hyphenated, or you got to take a man's last name or anything." It's the societal pressure comes from the fact that it's so widely accepted that
it's the norm.
It's just a common thing. Nobody's like, you better do this. It's just, no, you really never hear a bitch that want to do it different.
Yeah. And then once they get known for their married last name and they get a divorce, they still want to keep it because that's what people know them as now. And it's
Lars and Pippen literally taking Scottie Pippen down through there in every way. You saying that's because of the patriarchy? Lars Pippen took this nigga pension from the NBA, half this nigga fortune, probably got some of them rings.
Michael Jordan's son.
You feel me? Like Michael Jordan's son, all this shit, took his relationship with Jordan, all this shit. And you saying that's all patriarchy. And she did it all under this nigga name. Is that patriarchy? You see why this shit sounds stupid to me most times? Because it's like, y'all just be saying shit just to say some shit. It's like, ugh. Because it's like, again, it lends to the fact that there's no motherfucking history of human record. Like, Cleopatra's Nefertiti's and shit don't exist. Like, in Egypt, they didn't exalt women, and women still wanted a King Tut. You feel me? Like, nigga, like, in the movie 300, you're saying, in Sparta, any woman can talk to any man, and they still want a nigga, right? Like, that's not a, and that's, again, not a like, that's a desire. Like, this whole bullshit, that's what I'm saying. When they try to intellectualize biology, that's when I get upset. This is the innate nature of what we've seen. I'm saying throughout history. I don't got to explain this shit. I don't got to understand it. I ain't a scientist. I work in banking. But what I can say is, when they was talking about hunter-gatherers, there's a reason why they had to designate hunter-gatherers. Because they saying, hey, when these niggas couldn't talk for real, when they really didn't have no motherfucking civilization skills, stone tools at best, yada, 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 some bitch was grunting and was like, right. Like, nigga. That's always, nigga didn't make himself the king. He can't. You gotta kill, you know how many niggas you can't have no society if you gotta kill every nigga to make them follow you.
Yeah.
So what's patriarchal about it? The bitches was like, yeah, that's the nigga. My questionnaire is, I guess, when does something stop being patriarchal and start being a desired feature from men? You see what I'm saying? Because, like, you see what I'm saying? Oh, traditionally, men are the head of the household. And that's due to patriarchy. It's like, no, what about all them millions upon billions of bitches that's like, I'm looking for a nigga to lead me? Is they victims of the patriarchy is what you're saying? In a world where we already know about feminism, and these bitches got 100 articles a day about why they don't need a nigga, and it's still a billion bitches out here that's like, yep, I'm looking for a nigga, I want to hold his pocket.
Yeah.
I can't wait to be hanging on the back of his shirt while he coming through the club.
No matter how independent they are, like, no matter.
Right.
Like, if they one of them, I got my own bread chicks.
Bro, that's
like,
the
she
thing.
still.
That's what I'm saying. It's always, so to me, that should be, it's innate, bro. Like, some shit is innate. And then we're talking about things that are innate and then trying to like relegate them or it's the same concept as colorism and some of the sexism. Like, don't get me wrong, there's definitely aspects where these things are applicable. It's just that the spectrum is so widespread spread with things that it becomes kind of comical. Because again, like I said, the the male being the leader of a thing is something old as society, damn near, in every aspect. And again, whether that was through war or whatever, there's always been a society. As long as society has been a society, because that's the only way you get government and shit like that. People have to agree that they want this, right? If people didn't agree they wanted government, then in theory in America there shouldn't be a government because
you could just start
right.
overthrowing that motherfucker.
Even because the people that even work there could just be like, I don't want to work here anymore.
Yeah.
The government is not real anymore. And the day they stop saying the government's not real, it's not. All the soldiers just stop, be like, no, I'm not shooting AK. You got no army. All these are social constructs, man. Like, all of this is...
You
like,
seen that show Paradise? It just
No, I heard about it.
it just came out earlier this year. Like, I don't want to give it away too much, but it's like they in a normal world, you know what I'm saying? And some shit go down, and then they relocate a certain amount of people somewhere else, and it's like they kind of like restructure
Got it.
how society go. You should check it out. It's a pretty good show. It was like 8 episodes the first season. They got the black dude, Sterling K. Brown, and damn, what was that white dude from? I know you done seen him before, but I can't remember that nigga name. James Marsden, that dude right here.
Oh, yeah, I know him.
He the president, and the black dude is his security. Yeah, a whole bunch of shit go down. You should check it out. It's pretty
I'll check it out.
pretty fire.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, when you was talking about how society move, I was like, damn, that show kind of touch on that a little bit. Some fucked up shit happened in that hoe, but it's definitely worth a watch. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully the last episode was alright, but hopefully they don't fuck it up on the second season.
Well, we'll see. I'll check it out once we get another episode. 'Cause I don't like watching stuff episode to episode.
Well, the season finale was earlier this week, so
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
the
As long
whole
as there's another episode.
the whole first season is out now.
Then they always take too damn long to get the shit back.
Yeah, nigga. It's been like 3 years since P Valley came back.
Boy, listen. Can't remember shit.
I wonder why they do that. They'll like keep a show and like hold it off for a long time, but then they'll cancel like the real good shows. Like,
I think that's because they don't want to pay the people, depending on what it is, and then depending on the outreach, and then the other thing is if they got disagreements with people and stuff like that. It's similar to like a record label because they just keeping them like booked in that contract loop, whatever, till they want to. They just let shows die out because they just what's the girl name? What? What's the name of the show? Alone? I think it's How to Die Alone. With Natasha Rothwell. So that shit had one season. I thought the shit was funny as hell personally. But either way, that shit is. Either way.
Is that was she on Insecure?
Mm-hmm. And the show, I thought the show was good. They canceled after one season. And it was Emmy nominated.
That's like that black lady sketch comedy show.
Yeah, that's what it seemed
they
like.
had like 2 seasons.
Yeah, it's like I think they just like because I know a lot of people like the show Southside.
Oh, nigga, that was my shit,
bro. Like I ain't never heard a person that one hadn't heard of the show and two didn't like it.
That was my shit, bro. Like from the niggas that worked in the store, the cops.
Like this shit go viral. Right, this shit go viral every week. Like somebody talking about how good Southside was. Boom, 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 boom. So that kind of put in perspective, like so. But then I was looking at the box office shit early today. I had tweeted about it actually, and nigga, you see these numbers, nigga. It makes all the sense in the world. It's like you gotta sit up there. They got like you gotta look at it like this.
Oh man, that's good.
Inside Out 2, 1.6, almost 1.7 billion. Deadpool and Wolverine, 1.3 billion. Moana, a straight up Billy. Despicable Me, right at $1 billion, worldwide made. Wicked, 729 million. This is just 2024.
Yeah, them kids movies gonna clean up. And them
Doom Part 2, which they said was a flop damn near. 700 million.
That hoe won some awards.
Right, but like 700 million. They expected it to be like way, you know what I mean? Like, you know how they do like Avatar 2 and shit. Mufasa, the Lion King, 700 million. Godzilla, 570 million. Kung Fu Panda, 540 million.
How many Godzillas do niggas want to see?
Sonic the Hedgehog, 480 million. Venom, The Last Dance, 478 million. Gladiator 2, 460 million. Beetlejuice, 450 million. YOLO, 433 million. Pegasus 2, 422 million. And that was only the top 15. And then you be wondering why they throwing that bullshit up there. Nigga, you think they spent anywhere near $1 billion to make Moana?
Nope.
Anything over 100 million.
That whole they got some people in there. The Rock on there. Fuck yeah.
So
yeah, they probably animation. I don't know how expensive animation is.
Let's say they spent $300 million on it. Right, more than they spent on Avatar, everything. They said they went crazy. On just Moana, you still made $700 million profit. I'm talking about after you paid everybody on the casting crew, every director. The Rock, highest paid actor, all them niggas. Rock, he the highest paid actor, gave him $50 million. The rest of the niggas got 22. All that. The drivers, the caterers, all that. The staff, the people on the network, the people in the office, all that. You still got $700 million profit. And that's just one of them bitches. Again, like Inside Out 2 made the most. That shit made damn near $2 billion. You know goddamn well they ain't spent nowhere near $1 billion on that bitch. So that mean they made $1 billion in profit. Cause it damn near did too.
It's animation too. I'm not familiar with what actors is in there, but I'm pretty sure it's some well-known niggas. No, Jamie Foxx wasn't in In and Out. He was in that Soul one.
So Inside Out 2. The cast is, you got Maya Hawke. I ain't seen her face. Amy Poehler, maybe I know her, but her budget ain't like that. None of these niggas got no budget like that. Yvette Brown, she a great one. Louis Vlack. Yeah, this is all like really, they made $1 billion with like all B-listers. Like, ain't none of these like the niggas, bro? Shout out to my girl. I love her. Like, Ron Funches, shout out to him. Phyllis Smith from The Office. Like, you know what I mean? These ain't the heavy hitters. I actually like that they got them. I hope they got paid like what that movie made, man. Because they B-listers, man. But that movie made damn near $7 billion. It's probably at $1.7 billion now. Because that's an article. So again, even if they spent $700 million on the budget,
Yeah.
they still made $1 billion off of it.
Balling.
You think we give a fuck about what y'all think of quality? You see what these niggas is spending? Again, that was just the top 15. I think it had like a top 50. And again, I was only at like $500 million. So you got to take all the motherfuckers that made $200 million off a $22 million budget.
Yeah.
And $300 million off a $45 million budget. This still nigga crazy profit ranges. So yeah, nigga, we doing whatever movie. That's why them niggas probably just be in there just snapping movies. They don't give a fuck what come out. This shit still sells.
Yeah, it's gonna come out somewhere. So if we don't put it out here, Netflix gonna grab it up, Hulu
Right.
or fucking.
This shit still sells.
Somebody gonna produce this.
Oh no, that was just the box office though. That was like the show box office. Niggas went to the movies.
Yeah, and they saying people not going to the movies like that, but I don't.
Because even like Bad Boys was down. Further down, that bitch made like $400 million.
Cause when I go to the movies, it be kind of empty in there. I don't know how they doing it, bro. No matter what theater I go to, bro, like it be like us and like a couple other groups in there. I ain't been in a packed theater since we went to go see, what was that, Bad Boys 3? Me, you, Chad.
Exactly what I'm talking about. Bad Boys, Ride or Die made, they said the budget was from 90 to 100 million. And that bitch made like damn near 500 million, if it did make 500 million. So we talking about one, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
5-to-1 return. You reached 100 million and made 500 million. Back profit after paying everybody. You square. You come on thing, you gotta pay taxes. And they doing this shit repeatedly on everything, every year.
Especially Disney, man.
Yeah, like Hollywood is a monster, nigga.
Disney be cleaning
like I don't think niggas understand how scary and you feel what I'm saying? Monstrous Hollywood is, nigga. Like that's a monster, nigga. Nigga, you talking about nigga just going down the butt like again.
Yeah, that's
Watch
lovely.
this. Hold on. Let me see. What was it?
That's lovely, bro.
Bro, look at the profit range. Like every you think about it like this, good people, regular people. For every $100 you got, you're making $500. You risking it and you making $500 every time. So every 100 you put up, now you got 600. You risk another 100. You hear me?
Balling. That's crazy.
Let me see. Total budget for Inside Out 2. Boom. Inside Out 2. Total budget was 200 million. Not including marketing costs, they said. Now peep this, Dub. Breakdown. Product budget was 200 million. Opening weekend sales was 154 million, which was 23% of the film's total gross. Opening weekend.
Damn.
After that, 1.6 billion worldwide off a $200 million film.
I gotta get in the
So
game.
we said they made exactly 1.5 billion profit off this. one thing. Made 1.5 billion.
That nigga Tyler Perry cleaning up, bro.
1.5 billion, bro. Billion. Like, you got, man, like, niggas don't understand this is a billion, bro. Like, you gotta think they made 1.5 billion off of that. I just named you Bad Boys and Moana. That one project covered just the 0.5 billion covered both of their budgets. You could add another one in. You see what I'm saying? Like Moana done made it. So boom. I mean Inside Out. So Moana probably got what, $100 million budget too, or 200 million. Fuck it, 200 million. 23. You take the six. They got 7 million. You got 700 million. You still would have made $1 billion. If none of them bitches, if only one of them bitches made money, you still would have made $1 billion. At that point, why the fuck would I be quality inspecting? We throwing all this shit out here. What's the worst that could happen? One of these bitches gonna hit, and that's gonna cover all these. Nigga, the price is so low. I'd be a fool not to make that bitch.
Yeah. Oh man.
The cost, the payback is so fast. Nigga, the budget was 200 million. They made 154 first week. First day, I mean. The day it opened. So imagine, over the next 2 weeks, they had recouped everything for the whole joint plus a profit already. It's already up over 100 million or two.
Yeah. Now we just coasting.
Right.
We need In and Out 3.
Right.
Now.
Right. Bro, immediately. They already working on it. They already working on it, guaranteed. No question. Because, nigga, how can we lose? Look, even if, again, we drop another 200 million on the film, and that bitch does nothing, I made 1.5 billion. It was worth a shot.
Yeah.
Niggas would have to literally break every technology device they got for these niggas to not be winning. Bro, you gotta sit there and think, you see what I'm saying? Like, think about how much consumption of like movies and TV there is. So like, nigga, you rolling this shit, these niggas these niggas probably worth $1 trillion on the cool. They just keeping it humble and reporting billions. Cause nigga, how they only making it? You know, looking at the numbers, nigga, I know what a budget is. I can do a profit and loss sheet. So they just clearing no couple billion a year in profit.
Yeah.
These niggas gotta be cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? They always talk about Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and them niggas. Nigga, what? They doing this every year. Every year been doing it since. You feel me? Like, nigga.
Especially Disney, because they make their own toys and they from the movies and shit.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. They making merchandise and, bro, these niggas gotta be making $1 trillion, bro. Gotta be. They gotta be making $1 trillion, bro. At least. Over time, bro, you gotta think. A lot of them, like, they got so many stories about all these movies that only had a $2 or $4 million budget and ended up being a cult classic, and like Scarface and all these, you know what I mean? They had a $10 million budget.
And fucking.
And it's boom, now it's got merchandising. Because again, like you're saying, I forgot all about the merchandising that come along with, like this shit, the Inside Out, the toys, the book bags, the licensing fees. Like, nigga, you know, money ain't making in off this shit, bro. Off Inside Out alone, nigga, they had $1 million off the film. I mean, they made $1.5 billion off the film. That's minus the, like I said, like when they do the TV shows with Netflix, or when they do the fucking, like, the shirts, the little onesies for the babies and all this shit. And you gotta have all that, pacifiers and fucking, bro, it's just, you can stamp this shit on everything. Cause you know how kids shit is. They just, literally, you stamp what they like. Inside Out, they like a character, boom. I like him, boom. That's, so you want the shoes, you gotta have a face on it, gotta have a face on it, gotta have a face on the shirt.
You want to be them for Halloween.
Right, you feel me? Like, they gotta be there for Halloween, they want to be on. Woo! What I'm telling niggas, yeah, I see why they say Disney evil, nigga. Yeah, I be evil too. What? I'm just thinking about it in my mind, just not grasping the concept of what these niggas making, bro. Nigga, how you couldn't tell me nothing, bro? You gotta think about all them families. I'm gonna say families. Y'all know what I mean. We know who I'm talking about, right? But you think about all the families, like you got, bro. Remember, like Vegas, just like the other shit. This shit was started through, boom, family tradition. Like these niggas just rolled it up. So it's families that been doing this, the Disney family, right? Like nigga, since when? And think about the profit margins they was making even back then when they finally could, you know what I mean, TV, television, whatever. Profit rate, you got to think about all that. They stacking up because you got to think about the conversion rates. They moving that shit. Minus the fact Disney be buying up other shit, other companies. Nigga. These niggas probably worth at least 3 trillion, 4 trillion.
ESPN, ABC,
right.
or... Yeah, them niggas got it, bro.
Bro, nigga probably worth 4 trillion on the cool.
Should dudes start standing up for their birthrights? Your boy Anthony Edwards out here in the news again, saying he don't want visitation rights for the baby. She 4 months old now. I think we talked about this last year when the text messages originally first came out.
He was like sending video and all that.
Yeah. So he don't want to be a part of the baby life, and I wanted to know, like, if, like, you got a chick pregnant and, you know, if she was like, I want to keep it, but you was like, shit, I don't want to be a part of it. I'm not, just hypothetical, you know what I'm saying? Like, would you expect your rights to be upheld, or would you fight for it like he doing, or would you just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna step up to the plate?
So I would say if being real, I think all of this is just like really just a waste of time on some shit. I mean, not to kill the subject quick or nothing. I'm saying it for this reason. You're right. We did talk about it. This nigga was sending text messages saying, I don't fuck with you. I'm not gonna fuck with that baby. Bitch, fuck you. Basically, you could die or whatever the fuck, bitch. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what happened to you or that baby. You don't exist to me. Poof. So I just don't, in my mind, can't process why niggas is so outraged now that, like, the baby's here and he's like, I want to sign away my rights and things like that. Like,
Yeah.
Maya Angelou said, if someone shows you who they are, believe them. Right? So
Yeah, he let it be known from the beginning. Like,
now, if we want to get into the nuance of, like, is it cool, whatever, let's do that. But, like, let's not act like the nigga wasn't telling this bitch to abort this bitch. She don't want the baby. He not gonna take care of the baby. Plus, he had already done this before, so it ain't like, oh, the other bitch.
yeah, because his other baby mama
complaining about the same shit. So it ain't like this is no, like, what I'm saying is like, the part about him, like, all the think pieces about him being like, oh, he a deadbeat and this, that. No, he told the bitch straight up, I'm not taking care of the baby, right? So from that regard, for sure, he a deadbeat. But here's the thing, and I want to position a question of my own, because I want to talk about this subject too. At what point of a nigga telling a bitch that he don't want a baby does he not become a deadbeat, if any?
After the first one, to me, you should have learned your lesson. So you should be rolling with condoms or Plan Bs on deck. Like after the first time, all my kids been planned, but if I ever had one that wasn't planned, like, I would have to learn from that mistake and be like, all right, bro, like I gotta move a little different out here in these streets.
Okay,
like,
so you saying if a nigga had a baby, like, so if he didn't have the other baby mama, then you wouldn't think he a deadbeat. You would just think she was just money on.
I mean, I still don't think he a deadbeat now.
Really?
To a certain extent, because I mean, he letting her know like at the beginning, like, hey, that ain't what I'm on. But I mean, shit, that, like I said, you got to start moving like you not on that.
Do you think that's a societal change? Because traditionally, it was always understood like no matter what, if you lay down with a chick, you have a baby with her, basically. Then niggas used to have to drop out of school, college, or army, bunch of shit, go work at the factory type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, from a modern standpoint, I can't say that that's something that has changed in the way that like a lot of that's being looked at. But that's why I'm asking, because like I said, from a traditional standpoint. But do you feel in our common society? Well, why do you think that it's changed?
I mean, for him,
No, I'm saying society only. Period.
oh, it's more niggas like him out there.
That's what you feel it is.
I don't know, shit. He the only one I see that's going hard like that. I mean, I see niggas commenting on it like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, I'd be on the same shit, but pretty sure you wouldn't if you got put in that situation.
So the thing is,
I think he just think that they want him for the bread, and he ain't trying to go for it. So he like, shit.
yeah, well, he gonna fight it, and et cetera, et cetera. Might turn out the baby not even his, whatever, right? But I think societally, what has changed is the fact of like how women approach it. That makes it okay for dudes to do this. And I'm gonna say it like this. So like me personally, that's not some shit I would necessarily like be into. But in the era of like my body, my choice, cause see, like understanding like this is how I interpreted the past circumstances as to why the standard was the way it was. Because back when it was established that you gotta go work in the factory and shit, niggas, well, women rely on like you feel what I'm saying? If you was a woman with a baby and no father, you was like a pariah. Like, you know what I mean? You was besmirching a bitch character by getting her pregnant and not marrying her or not. You know what I mean? Like it was a front. Like especially if she wasn't no Jezebel. Like if she wasn't no, you know what I mean? If she wasn't looked at like no hoe or no whore, little church girl, she fucking and you fuck around and get her pregnant. Let's say you made a mistake, but God forgive you, but you got to do right by that girl. The nigga, that's how niggas ended up in marriages with bitches they hated, right? Just simply because they got fucking pregnant. Niggas still do that shit to this day, based off of those societal standards. Like, still a nigga that's got, man, I got her pregnant. Like, they lead the love of their life and go fuck with a bitch, some ghetto bitch, just so they can say they didn't have a bastard child or some shit. You know what I mean? So, but now, my body, my choice, these type of situations and all this rhetoric, and that's why I say women don't know when to shut up a lot. Because, see, what they've done is, inadvertently, and this is just my observation, they made niggas more callous to the circumstances of it. Like, because they made, it makes it look like women aren't as helpless as they, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, men's innate nature is to like, okay, boom. That's why stepdaddies was always so easy to find and et cetera. Remember, like, it wasn't always, like, negative to be a stepdaddy or something like that. There was a lot of niggas that had stepdaddies, right? Like, mom had a kid early and boom. See, Stanley, I knew Stanley my whole life. He was there since I was a baby. That was normal shit, right? But, let's go water. But when it comes to like the now era, if a nigga's telling you I'm not gonna be a part of the child life, I don't do this, this, that, and the third, and it's my body, my choice, who can play that game? So if it's my body, my choice, as a woman, et cetera, et cetera. Lay down. I'll come and get you in a second. Lay down. My body, my choice. Then a nigga gonna try to play it. And I'm not saying this right is wrong. Just saying a nigga gonna try to play it like it's my body, my choice too. Then, so if it's your body, your choice, then it's really your choice. Now here's something that I do advocate for.
Vasectomies?
Huh?
Vasectomies?
I mean,
I was just playing.
I was gonna say that wasn't where I was going, but
I wouldn't do that shit.
Niggas can get vasectomies. Niggas do be out here, baby mama and bitches, way too frequently, and way too often with bitches they swear they hate, et cetera, et cetera. That's weird. I don't get it. Like, you know what I mean? Because, like, y'all not finna convince me all these bitches just switched up. Mm-hmm. It's like all these bitches ain't finna convince me all these niggas just switched up. Like, nah, y'all just find it very easy to be a baby mama or something because, again, it's not frowned upon like how it was back in the gap. And that's due to largely people from our generation and a little bit before where a lot of these people was having these kids young. So it wasn't looked at with the same disgust. You see what I'm saying? They was having, and it was more acceptable, et cetera, et cetera. So I think that's just a common function of time at that point. But if we gonna be real, if a nigga telling a bitch, I'm not gonna have nothing to do with the baby, et cetera, and then you basically say, I'm gonna have a baby, similar to how I feel about divorce and stuff like that, especially in situations like I said on Twitter one day, motherfuckers act like I was tripping, but I was just saying what I thought, like, in that moment. Now, I'm not saying that I wouldn't expound upon it or this needs to be a law or nothing, but if you chose to leave a nigga in a relationship that you were in that resulted in a child for something other than like infidelity or abuse or something like that, and you're saying I want to be single and I want custody of the child, then how you asking a nigga for some child support? Like you're saying I want to go do this on my own because you left the support. Mm-hmm. You see, like that's the part I don't get about this shit, about the child support shit in the first place. Again, in situations where there's not some type of, again, crime or some type of like infidelity or something like I'm saying, which is a lot of situations. Remember, the number one divorce reason is irreconcilable differences. Number two is finances. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, irreconcilable differences can be anything from I don't like how you put your toothbrush in a holder to I think you want to fuck my mom, and like it could be any fucking thing that's an irreconcilable difference. You can just say I'm tired of this nigga always leaving his shoes in front of the door, and that just broke the camel back. I hate a nigga that do that. That's an irreconcilable difference, especially if he don't stop doing it. So, but so in that regard, in my eyes, if you're not going to, if you're not leaving for something like that, if you're leaving for irreconcilable difference, because the reality be in most situations, in my mind, it's not that y'all don't have a reconcilable difference. It's that you don't want to deal with it, and you could be honest about that. Mm-hmm. And in our society, a lot of things are normal. So and I'm only saying this about women because it's mainly women statistically that do it versus niggas, right? But chicks leave niggas all the time with a baby because in most cases they don't even feel like nothing has changed. They still them, et cetera, et cetera. Woo, woo, woo. I get niggas, et cetera, because they clock attention.
Yeah.
So, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. But shit, me and Ned kind of got an agreement that if we ever split, that like I'm taking the kids, like, so I'm not even trying to deal with that shit. I mean, I don't think she wouldn't put me on like no child support or no shit like that anyway. But just the fact that
it's just the simple fact though. I'm saying if you again, I don't understand the concept of it because one, people take again having kids way too lightly in my eyes. If you got somebody you replicated your DNA with, but you like, I hate this nigga, fuck him, boom, boom, boom. Like, and you let him impregnate you?
Mm-hmm.
You nutted in that bitch? And I'm not saying like, oh, I'm impervious or nothing like that. I'm saying that, yeah, shit happens. But when shit happens, we're in the 21st century. So
I mean, like a lot of the times, like they say, like people's like personalities are like people like change or like evolve like every few years, and like sometimes y'all niggas just might not be.
No, and I'm not saying
y'all
that
might
that's
just
not
like
possible,
grow
right?
in like
But right, so
separate
then
directions.
whenever y'all decide that we done changed and then we got irreconcilable differences, the person that wants to take the kid can't also be like, oh, I'm gonna need help with him, because what I'm saying is,
I get what
if
you
you
saying.
want full custody of this kid, then you don't need help.
Yeah, you saying you got it.
You 100% want the custody, right? All the boom. But now if you 50-50, then it makes sense why they're gonna be put in child support, because they're gonna be considered child support because they're getting 50-50 custody, so they're paying and taking care of their child as needed, just like you. But in most cases, they don't have a regulation for child support in a 50-50 situation for just that reason, because half the time kid with you, half the time with me. So long as the kid alive, the presumed thing is that child is getting support. So the only time you talk about child support is when you don't have 50-50 situations.
Yeah.
At which point, if it's not 50-50, then you got it. Right? Because you wanted to file for child support or whatever, or you wanted him to pay you child support, et cetera, for this child, for whatever number, he want to sign over his rights, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, that and that alimony shit, that shit lame as hell, bro. Like,
It just, no, but see, this is why I say, I know for a fact that I don't respect, going back to the other topic, the patriarchy situations, because what part of the patriarchy is that? And all the patriarchy is just that families are identified through lineage of the male, but for whatever reason they turn patriarchy into this whole like societal system ran by men, promoted by men, and kept in processed by men. So what part of the patriarchy is divorce court and shit, where the bitch in most of the cases, 80% of the abortions are filed by women. These bitches are eligible to take up to half a nigga stuff or more, plus alimony, et cetera, et cetera. What? So that benefits men. That's something a man did for a man.
that's fucked up. So I know when a woman get married again, like the money can stop. You don't gotta pay her no more,
Yeah,
right?
no,
But
it
if the
depends.
dude get married, do he still gotta pay her if she not married?
If she not married, yeah, he owed alimony.
Damn.
Yeah, and in California, if you've been together, I think it's more than 10 years, then you pay her for life if you don't get married again. For life, it's just an alimony check. You just pay that for life. Just a check. That's what I'm saying. What part of that is for the man? Especially when it's something that's overwhelmingly used by women. I seen something, and the post said if divorce was like outlawed and shit like that, like if divorce didn't have benefits and shit like that came with it, 95% of divorces will drop off. And they had a good point, but I think they was wrong. I think it's 99% of them. 95 is too low. Like, I'm thinking like 1908, they had like 3 divorces.
Damn, she must have really hated that nigga.
Like, right, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, because it wasn't no shit. Like, a lot of this shit is a lot, again, modern shit that's that came in. So they swearing this benefit women, men, but some women being used by women. It's to the point these women are extra famous for a lot of this shit, right? The Anna Nicole Smiths, the all the legal ways that being a wife has benefited bitches. You see what I'm saying? Like oh, boom, just literally a bitch is just married Tiger Woods and now she 175 millionaire. She's just up. You just married Jeff Bezos and you the richest woman in the fucking world for a little bit. Like, and all you did was suck the right dick. One time or two. Depending on how much a nigga like you. And then after that, if you decide you don't like him no more, you leave with half his shit. Like, imagine that sister, right? Like,
was they married the whole time?
Yeah.
She helped him get it out the garage?
Yeah. I'm not saying like she wasn't due no money, because she literally helped him grind and shit like that. So she was really a partner. What I'm saying is, in them scenarios, the same way she was a partner, the new bitch that meet Jeff Bezos without a prenup, she can like him. He can like her. Just because she liked him and he liked her. They said, we gonna get married. Now, she's a billionaire.
I wonder if he gonna get married again, because I heard like earlier this week or last week that he was dating somebody.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, and if he like her and she like him, then one day she decides she don't like him no more, she a billionaire. That's an insane concept, ain't it? It was free when I met you. It was free. And then what make it even funnier is, anytime you see it on the opposite side, I'm trying to remember who that is. Somebody, baby daddy, trying to get more money out of them. It's a woman though.
I know Mary J. Blige had like I think she had to pay her dude. And it was a couple other people that had to cough up some bread to they dude. Mary J. Blige is the only one I can think of by name, no, for real.
Trying to see this shit pop up. Oh, that's her. Juicy Small. What's her name? Journey Smollett. Her ex-husband wants half of her childhood. The way they captured it even just spoke to how much they don't respect the shit. Journey Smollett, ex-husband, wants half of her childhood acting money, despite her paying him nearly $1 million since their divorce and $7,000 monthly for child support. She's had this money since she was 3 years old. Right? Because when it's a woman, they understand the concept of how crazy that shit sound for a nigga to just be like, nigga, yeah, I don't fuck about that $1 million you paid me. I want half of your acting money from before you met me and like you was 3. When you start making this shit, bitch. And just because you like me and I liked you and we agreed under God to be a union, and then we said for whatever reason we wasn't gonna be there, I now feel entitled and legally can ask for half of the money you made when you were 3 years old. a nigga I met when I was 31. Or some shit. And he can legally take half of the money that I made when I was 3 years old just because I like this nigga.
Nah.
See how crazy that sound? You can always, like, it's real crazy when you hear it when it's a woman. Yet bitches act like they don't understand it when it's a nigga. She deserved that money. She was a mother to his children. They ain't nobody talking about how this nigga was a father and all that shit. All they saying is, what? He paid her, she already gave this nigga $1 million and $7K? That's damn near, what's that, $84,000 a year in child support?
That's enough.
Right?
He good. Depending on where you live at.
No,
for real.
he said he not. He said he want half of your shit. He said he not good. Appreciate that $1 million. I need half. I want your checks from when you was 3 years old, cause you used to love me. Boy, I get you. We on YouTube. My fault. My fault. You hear me? What? You know what niggas will do to you for $84,000?
Man.
That be the thing I don't be understanding with certain people when they be pushing certain buttons. Like, cause like, ain't no way you really feel like you deserve the money from when she was 3, bro. You just being a dickhead right now, like, cause you legally can. And you know that. Like, there's no way as a man that grew up and was a man when you met this bitch. Ain't no way I would want a bitch check from when she was 3 years old.
Yeah, I'm not even thinking about that.
Like, if we get a divorce, I'm saying, even if I don't like this bitch, the type of person I am, ain't no way I'm about to be in court fighting for the money she made when she was 3 years old. Cause at that point, you're literally like, you trying to fuck, you want to hurt this bitch. Like, boy, you can't take, you 3 years old?
Go sit down somewhere, my nigga. Like,
bro, she was the child actor, bro. You want her money from when she was a baby? You despise this bitch that much?
he ain't finna get no more ass. Ain't no more bitches finna fuck with him.
Like,
That nigga finna be-
you despise her whole that much, bro?
he finna be single forever. Like, yeah.
That's a crazy concept, man. The game, like, boy, what? You hate that bitch that much? Huh? You'll do that?
Or he gonna have to get like a broke chick for real. Like,
Cause boy, no.
ain't no other chick that's up gonna deal with that, nigga.
Boy, who would? Ain't no chick, bro. Nobody should have to deal with shit. That's the point. Now, do that mean that I think a nigga should meet a bitch, introduce her to a certain lifestyle, especially niggas, in a certain circumstance, and then being able to like just be like, you know what? I don't want this bitch no more. Get her out of here, right? No, I don't think, because again, in a lot of these situations, depending on the situation, these bitches are now, they're changing their lifestyles and things like that for a nigga to like live with, right? But you're saying like you pick this bitch, because that's what marriage is. That's why I don't like when niggas just get married and get divorced and shit, because it's like, this is, y'all, I mean, do y'all not fuck with God like y'all said? Because like most people I know, they go get married in a church. And when they get married in the church, they have a reverend. The reverend going through the Bible. So y'all got a Christian wedding. So y'all swearing under God that this is the union to honor him, et cetera, et cetera. Then y'all breaking up over, do y'all really read the Bible? Now, I ain't saying you got to do that, but if you're doing it the opposite way, then you still taking vows, et cetera, et cetera. And it is what it is, right? But if you a nigga and you go get you a bitch and you find her, boom, and then you uproot this bitch. You got this bitch in your crib now. Boom, 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 and then one day you decide you don't want this bitch. No, you can't just put this bitch outside like trash, nigga. No, I don't. No, you shouldn't be allowed. Legally, yeah, but there should be some better way of structuring this shit to where it's more reasonable in terms of even if you married a millionaire, just because you married a millionaire, don't mean a nigga should be paying a bitch $100K a month, and because you didn't, the shit you was doing didn't cost you no fucking $100K. The nigga, like most niggas, even when they rich, they not spending $100K every month on their girl. That's $1 million a year on your bitch every year.
That's crazy. Like
Just spent directly on your bitch, not the house expenses, not that this, that, and the third, just your bitch. Because that's what that's saying. Because otherwise, as far as like living arrangements and things like that, there are a lot of decent apartments that are $2,000, $3,000 a month. Nice joints. $3,000 is only $36,000 a year. You don't need $100,000 for that. Maybe $100,000 a year. Sure, that take care of the rent, et cetera, et cetera. Anything past that, now you're talking about wanting to excel based off his lifestyle.
Yeah, you better start a business or something.
You know what I'm saying?
Without
And that's what that
all the
you want to
money that y'all be getting.
because you met this nigga. Now you should be living like he does, just because you met him.
Nah.
And that's a crazy concept. But since you had to put the bitch out, no. $10K a month though for a millionaire, it's a fair. Again, you met a nigga, you know he was a millionaire, you was living there, boom. Then whatever, right? $10K a month, boom. Now he was a billionaire, $100,000 a month, right? That way you getting $1 million every year. But now we a regular bitch, nigga dealing with a millionaire, he made $20 million up, $10K a month in the alimony, and that's only be for a certain period of time.
Yeah, just to help you get back on your feet while
Right,
you out there.
you see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, cause you a woman, boom, presumably, y'all don't got no kids, y'all get a divorce, et cetera, cause a lot of these situations, these bitches take a half of nigga shit, et cetera. They don't even got kids and shit. They just literally married a nigga, was with him for 3 years, got a divorce, now it's Tyrese situation, right? Like, something like that. And of course he got kids, but you get what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, yeah, so you gotta look at it like that too. But yeah, in the real world, even if she was in Dallas, you drop her back off, boom, $10K a month. She could live in a nice apartment, nice car. Like, nice car meaning drivable, new probably. So technology functioning, all of that under warranty, all of that. Now is it gonna be it's $550? Absolutely not, right? Shit like that. But that again, that's not your lifestyle. You have done nothing to earn or be in that lifestyle. You just know a nigga. But again, like I said, from a monetary standpoint, I think a nigga should be able to legally just drop you back off at a bus stop if y'all don't work out. And of course, you done consolidated everything you have, and y'all was living life together. Now you supposed to just go to a hotel and figure it out. That's crazy. Because it's not what you vowed for. And there should be some penalty paid for breaking the vow. But the same token,
it ain't.
That's the only
they ain't
big,
gonna change that shit no time soon.
that should be what the party that left should be the party that pays. Unless again you can substantiate a valid reason.
Yeah, because you wanted
legality.
to separate. You
Right.
wanted to move on. So
Right. You see what I'm saying? Like, unless it's a valid legality.
I
like
want to move on,
you
so I'm gonna
was-
leave you the crib.
Right. It was a danger to you or something like that. Then yeah, the person that leaving, that wants to leave, should be the party that's paying. Because again, if I'm choosing to leave, then I'm choosing to change the dynamics and go to my so. Why the fuck should I deserve $50,000 a month to leave him? You're leaving him, especially if he didn't want the divorce. Especially again, if you weren't in danger, right? If you can't substantiate no danger, you can't substantiate infidelity. You can't substantiate, something like that. He gave you a disease or something crazy, right? If you can't substantiate those type of things, then you're literally getting divorced and breaking the vow you took because you just don't feel like it no more. Why should you get paid for that?
You should. That's some bullshit.
Why should you get paid for that? Now, again, if this person that took this vow moved you from North Carolina to Seattle, and you out here and whatever the fuck, and all of a sudden he decide one day, you know what? I'm bored with this shit. Leave. A nigga, no. It shouldn't work like that.
You ever been to Seattle before?
Yeah.
Is fire up there for real? Like, I heard it was, like, kind of underrated.
I mean, it's like Austin times 100. Because Austin is Seattle themed. Like, a lot of people from Seattle moved to Austin. You know, because the West Coast so high, et cetera, et cetera. But, you know, a lot of people.
And they getting a little bit more techie down there.
Yeah, tech. Well, you got that, but you got, again, remember, Austin always been like the fun land. Like,
oh, yeah. Anywhere
we go, right. You feel
anybody
me?
from Texas, that's where you,
like,
you migrate to.
Has anybody ever went to jail for weed in Austin? Like, if you wasn't moving pounds, police don't even care. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they not tripping. Nobody's really on no bullshit in Austin. Everybody's literally on some, yeah, let's do it. What's next?
I got Seattle on the list for my birthday, for real. Like, I tried to do a top 10, but only came up with 9. So let me mark that real quick.
That's Seattle. I like it. What else we got?
Yeah. Oh shit, man. All I got left is the RIPs for the Gene Hackman update. They went through and they tested the crib, and it was not carbon monoxide poisoning. So
Who's Gene Hackman?
the actor that we talked about, that him and his wife and the dog died last week. But it turned out that they was dead for a few days, and now they saying that it might be companion suicide or some shit like that. Whatever, suicide by companion, whatever the phrase is for it. So, but I don't know how the dog got took out too, unless they did something with their food and the dog ate some. But that's like a.
And they saying the couple died of natural causes.
So her, him, and the dog all just died of natural causes.
See, this shit crazier. This shit, the explanation they gave actually crazier than the one you just gave. Because peep this. Authorities have answers on the shocking death. They said a couple died of natural causes at their new home last month, right? And this article is from March the 7th, just so you know.
Today.
At 3:24. So this ain't no. It says, and I quote, based on surveillance footage, Akarwa, age 65, is believed to have died on February 11th. Her cause of death was ruled to be hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, a severe respiratory illness that is transmitted through rodent urine, droppings, and saliva per lab testing. Once again.
So them niggas had like rats.
Once again, her cause of death was ruled to be hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, a severe respiratory illness that is transmitted through rodent urine, rodent droppings, and rodent saliva
That's crazy.
per lab testing.
This keep getting crazy because I think I read my shit like yesterday or the day before.
The
yesterday.
only 3 ways they
That
saying you
is-
can get this shit is through rodent shit, rat piss, or rat spit.
Yeah.
Those the only 3 ways you could get it. So you either had to get bit by a rat, or you was drinking rat piss, or ate rat shit.
Did he have the same thing?
Here's the thing. This is where it get crazier. As for Hackman, the 2-time Oscar winner, he was 95. He is believed to have died a week later. On February 18th, after his pacemaker recorded an abnormal atrial fibrillation or an abnormal heart rhythm per authorities. His cause of death is hypertensive and now that word, wow, that's a word right there. Atherosclerotic, atherosclerotic, there it is, atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease, ASCVD, or hardening of the arteries, with Alzheimer's disease as a significant contributing factor. They're saying that.
Also, if he had Alzheimer's, he probably wouldn't even notice that she was.
They said it was an advanced state. Oh, they didn't clean this up quick. Because they got the perfect story, right? They said.
Well, they said they was kind of mummified, or the body was.
It was atrophy, right? But that's what I'm saying. They saying that basically she died, and then the way that like they cleaned his name up is like, oh, he had Alzheimer's, he had real bad Alzheimer's, and he had cardiovascular disease. So they said the medical investigators shared that Hackman was in an advanced state of Alzheimer's, a neurodegenerative brain disorder, and it's quite possible that he was not aware that Acura was deceased. There was no food in his stomach at the time of his death. Their dog is still being tested to determine the cause of death. Throughout, authorities clarified that dogs cannot contract Hatanovirus. So they said she died of complications with rat shit, rat piss, or rat spit, and that he had dementia and some other disorder. He just died of natural causes too, and they both just died and didn't know. There's so many questions because how was they set up? You know what I mean? Was they by each other? Then like they said, like the dog don't got no clear indication. They said where he at right now, because that still need to be explained. That he died. They gonna probably say he died from not having enough food. Then,
This some crazy shit, bro.
case closed. But I'm saying that's a 2-button-up explanation when y'all saying like a nigga. So you saying a nigga dementia was so bad that he, at no point, I mean, his Alzheimer's and shit was so bad that at no point was he able to recognize, like, you know what I mean? And for a week, he was just going around cooking and shit, and she was just dead in the bed, and like his shit was so crazy he couldn't even register it all. Why was he by himself then? Was she his caretaker? When did she get the virus? Was it untreatable? She just got the virus and just didn't do nothing about it?
Yeah, that's
Like, you feel me? Like, so many questions, like.
it was crazy when I heard it last week, but now
Right.
so what I
That's
read
what
the
I'm
other day
saying.
to what you just read, this one of the craziest shits of all time right here, bro. Like, cause I didn't want to be a conspiracy theorist last week, but like now it's like, man, y'all niggas doing too much with these articles. Cause it seemed like it changed like every day or like every other day with some shit.
No, that's the thing, bro. That shit is, like I said, ain't no real explanation for that. Because there's so many questions there. Because, again, like I said, he was so, his advance, he had Alzheimer's so bad, he wouldn't be able to recognize somebody dead or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you saying he was that delirious. Why was he by himself? Did the doctors not have knowledge of this? Did he not have family?
Yeah.
Was no one aware that he had dementia that was so bad? I'm sorry to say dementia. Alzheimer's that was so bad that he was not even able as a human being to recognize a dead nigga or a dead woman for weeks or a week.
Like pacemakers don't get like they don't send a signal nowhere.
Yeah, that's
like,
that's what I thought. But I'm saying, you talking about a full week. So she died February 11th. So it's Monday, and you saying Monday to Monday, he just walking past her. She not moving, talking, if his shit was that bad, and because this again,
he didn't go outside. He ain't
right.
like,
No, this is a rich actor. So this isn't a. You see what I'm saying? This ain't your nana at your. You see what I'm saying? At your auntie house in the back room, like. No, this is a rich ass actor, 2-time Emmy winner.
Yeah, the wife didn't even really have to take care of him. They could have had like an in-house.
That's
nurse.
what I'm saying. Like this is not. This is not. This is what I'm saying. Say
a caregiver or something.
Yeah, Alzheimer's that bad, and there was no caretakers, no nothing. The doctors didn't suggest it. He ain't had no kids, no managers, no agents that was like, nah, he's in a bad state. You feel me? Nobody. He was just running around in an Alzheimer's funk so bad he didn't even know how to recognize a dead nigga. Just free and willy nilly. That's a crazy concept.
Yeah, and if he did go out like that, that's fucked up. Cause I'm pretty sure you took care of a lot of people, or you might have been an asshole with your bread. You never know, and you just got left lonely out there with just you and your wife. But that's crazy that him being him, like somebody wouldn't check on him at least within that month.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like it's we're talking about weeks on weeks on weeks, that this is happening. Not a couple. That's what make that shit crazy. Well, cheers to them, I guess, man.
Oh shit, I got a couple more.
You can only get this disease eating bull penis. What, my nigga? Hold up. What? No, I didn't do that. Nah, bro, they saying the only way you can get this, bro, is through eating bull penis. Oh, that bitch make ice fast, damn. Oh, you just wanted to flex on him real quick. Damn, that bitch make ice fast. Shit, I want some ice too, man. It hit me off. Shit, I ain't gonna make ice that fast. Cause that bitch was empty. No, that bitch was empty. Cause that bitch sound kind of full now. Like that bitch, yeah, I'm saying that bitch scoop. That bitch, I can hear from the scoops. This bitch is. So we talking about in less than an hour, that bitch making enough to sip for real. Look at it, like he hear them thick hearty scoops. Like he ain't just, you know what I mean.
You can click the link and grab you one too, or some other stuff, whatever you want to do.
Make sure you send me them links so I can post them too. What you doing now? You gonna make a drink? I thought you gonna make the drink.
I was, but
then you did something else.
I forgot to rinse these hoes out before I put the ice in them. Cause I was gonna make that drink that one chick was talking about in the space with the Martell and the lime and the ginger ale. Yeah, nigga can. Well, I report some liquor.
My problem is solved.
Take mine. I can't pour out no liquor. Or I could. No. Fuck that. But that is one of the craziest stories. Then we got Angie Stone. She passed away in an accident. I think it was on Sunday or Monday. It might have been Sunday. But that shit was crazy. They said she was on her way to perform at a halftime. Oh damn, this motherfucker.
Juicy now?
Hell yeah. It was squirting everywhere. Like, well,
Put some lime juice in now. I could tell that bitch gonna get y'all ass a lot of lime. I know that bitch lime in a motherfucker now.
a little bit more of this in there. Well, you know, Angie Stone, she was a legend. You know what I'm saying? She had what a lot of people would consider like a classic album. We get you.
Oh yeah. Mine got a little better than yours.
Yep.
That shit cloudy like the monkey ass diamond. Oh, that one still got some lime in it. Damn strong ass nigga. Oh, you finna put a lot of lime juice in my shit, huh?
No, I ain't gonna squeeze no.
I was gonna say that bitch too juicy, man. I don't want that bitch pause. Tart.
There you go.
And what's this?
I don't know, some chick in the spaces. I think her name was Kizzy. She said her grandpa was drinking this shit. When y'all was talking about the nigga
with the lime.
Yeah. Some dude was in there and he was like, I got some Martell. And y'all was calling that nigga old and
Yeah,
shit.
because he was. And this shit horrible.
I wanted to test it out.
What you think, dog? Give me your review. This brings out all the worst flavors in everything.
Yeah.
It takes away the Martells, but it makes the ginger ale horrible and the Martells. And then the lime is just like, ooh, I can taste you just fully. Like everything tastes separated. And I know I stirred this bitch up.
Yeah.
Them bitches taste like they stacked on top of each other. Yeah, mine too.
See if it balance it out a little bit, man.
Girl, granddaddy was a Neanderthal. Damn it. You know what that actually does? Helps it a lot. At least give it something. So you give it something.
Yeah. You can taste the yak again.
Cause that was not it. What that was? My granddad out here drinking a German torture drink or something. And that lime got hella kick.
That shit like extra strong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was like, that bitch hella kid. Like in this bitch, yeah, that bitch like Luke Kane. But yeah, though, man. What was you saying about Angie Stone?
She had passed away on the way to a halftime show, so R.I.P. to her. And then we got Lil Ronnie. You know what I'm saying? He got killed on Monday. Him and his daughter. That shit was crazy. Cause like when I first seen the post, I didn't read it right, and I thought it was the other one. And I was like, oh shit. And then I clicked on it and it was him. And I was like, all right. I just read the name wrong because his is IE and the other one got the Y. So.
No. When it first happened, Paris told me about it and I was like, which Ronnie? Not Ronnie Mother L. Well, shout out to Lil Ronnie, you know, because we did the pod nigga and everything. And plus I've been to him, so, you know. But, yeah, man, it still was fucked up. From what I understand, I ain't know too much about that Lil Ronnie. I know he was fucked. He was type with Go Yayo, Hood Fang Go Yayo, and shit. But I feel like I gotta sneeze, but I ain't sneezing. But they got a lot of different people that were saying he was a great gambler. I don't know what that's about.
They would say he had a saying where he was like the best gambler in Texas. You know what I'm saying? So I guess like, you know, like videos from them when they was like coming up and shit, they was always like rolling dice. And
oh,
shit.
like that.
Yeah, they'll be on a pool table or something and like a studio and they'll be like shooting dice and shit. Mm-hmm. That was like around the time when they was still kind of cool with like Mo 3 and shit too. Before they. Yeah, man, let's get the job done for real. Like, I kind of underestimated the time to plug it up at the beginning and get it going, but like once we started pod, now it started kicking in for real.
Once you just pour ice in it?
No, it's like a tray in the beginning right there. You lift it up and you can pour water in.
Yeah.
And then you put the tray back in and then
it make ice. Right. So it's gonna stop making ice eventually.
Yeah, once the tray get full, the light will come on and it'll be like the tray full. So, and then once you start scooping something out, it'll start filling it up again.
But I'm saying you don't have to make water; it make its own water.
No, you got to put the water in there.
Okay, all right.
But
still, that's still fine because it's still like, especially if you're like kicking and shit, something like that, or you know, just like your little personal bar area. That's some player ass shit to have. Mm-hmm. Especially for $44, you can't really go wrong with only $50.
Yeah.
Like, worst to worst, like.
We was about to pay like $150.
Well, nigga, I'm just saying, nigga, like, it's $50. Like, that's a 2-drink tab, any bar or something like that you at, or something like that. Etc.
Shit, a year worth of ice, just going to go buy the bags and shit. Like nice little investment.
But the unfortunate part about that shit, Ronnie, was not only did they R.I.P. Ronnie, but these niggas killed this man's daughter, man. 5 years old, bro. 5 years old, bro. That shit's so crazy. Seen the video, she had a white friend. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the little girl, just I think it was today, she made a video saying she missed her and she can't wait for her to come back to school. She said she missed her today in class. She can't wait for her to come back to school. She 5. Like, little baby so young, she don't even understand the concept, like the girl not coming back to school. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, when they said she gone, she like, oh, okay. And like, in her mind, it's like,
she'll
okay.
Be back.
Yeah, like, it's like, whoa. Like, she don't even understand.
She just went home.
Yeah, like, when you say she gone mean they leave, they always come back. So, you say she gone, like, oh no, she died, whatever.
Yeah, that's the messed up part.
You know what I'm saying? Like, these little babies don't even get, these ain't even the people that understand, they don't even understand what just happened. Like you that opt out. Like you want to get the nigga so bad. You so gangland that you could be proud. Like, yeah, I smoked the nigga and his baby.
Yeah. Like that's where you gotta
you
kind of
you that deep in the game, bro. Dubz, you that deep in the game to where you could be like, yeah, nigga, can't no nigga tell they hold me, nigga. I killed a nigga and his baby, nigga. We up, ops up, nigga. We smoking on Runny and his baby, like, nigga, you that real? Is that gangster?
that shit crazy because motherfuckers is just like not playing that shit out for real. Like
is that gangster, bro? Like, we that gangster, no cap. Like, it's we type of time we that gangster now. Like, it's that thuggish where like, whoa, like, nigga, shoot a nigga with his baby. It's cool. Like, shooting a baby, like
it's broad daylight, bro.
Broad daylight, nigga killing the bro. Then that's what make it so crazy about this shit, bro. Is how they be like, bro. It be like early in the morning, like they was saying it was like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Nigga washing his car, bro, and you like, off the nigga, like, oh, niggas like, you feel me? Like, niggas up was in traffic to get over here. You feel me? Like, nigga, it's work time. Like, niggas is up, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and I was seeing people like, oh man, if you know you got beef, like you can't have your kids with you, or you can't have your. And I can kind of see where you coming from, but like you can't stop nobody from being a father, bro. Like, especially if you want to be in a kid life, like you can't expect a nigga to not have his kid with him, like at any point.
No. That's again, there's some merit to everything. So what I would say, you know, if you in the streets, then you definitely got to keep your kids and stuff as far away from that type of stuff as possible. But every street dude that I've ever met, ever hung out with, when I was around, anybody I know, anybody I currently know, the streets are a double life type. It's like being a special agent. Like, the whole point is, like, you in the streets, boom. Niggas is be in the streets and live in a broke down apartment, studio apartment on the Upper West Side and have a whole family on you feel me, on the East Side or some shit in a whole different nice ass house. You feel me? But, you know, according to you know what I mean, that's always been, to my understanding, the rules of the game. Like, niggas always kept the shit separate. Mm-hmm. Saw the Prince made an album, mixtape, whatever you want to call it, called No Church on Sunday. I mean, No Dope on Sundays.
Oh yeah.
Right, because
oh man, that Pusha T verse on that hoe, man.
Right, but because it's always been that real, to where on Sundays in some parts of America, etc., niggas literally wasn't serving on Sunday. I'm with my family. I'm with my whatever.
Yeah, we chilling. This is the day off.
No truth
for
boom,
everybody.
boom, boom. If you even go back, on the Wire. Remember when Omar grandma got shot at and his what Slim say? You know, nigga, you done shot at a bona fide cuddle lady on Sunday, knocked off her church crown, like, cause it was dead respect, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's even with that. We talking about like babies or something. You see a nigga with a baby, bro. It's like, you so street, you don't care about a baby, bro. Like, nigga, the plot done been lost. Like, you ain't in the street. You know what I mean? Like,
because normally niggas would be like, all right, nigga, you lucky that you made it right now. Or you could just sit on that nigga until he's away from the kid.
When I was coming up, bro, niggas made it a point to take shit away from kids, bro. They wasn't doing no, nigga, y'all move around. Don't be by this playground. Whoa. Like, nigga, you don't, it's a kid, bro. Like, We not doing no shit by no kids. We not trying to do no shit to no kids.
Kids, women, and old people, man.
Right, bro. We'll see. Women, it's 50-50 now, and I get why.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's a lot of chicks that's being accessories to a lot of these things that niggas is doing, but in a very overt way. See, bitches always was a part of the game, but you know, that's more like they hiding the stash, they keeping the money in the purse, boom. No, these hoes out here setting niggas up, and you see what I'm saying? And that's what cracking niggas cards, scamming niggas too. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what the crazy story is by King Von, right? I got a drop on a flexing nigga. He from Tennessee. Got a thought. And then she told me where he be. And he's low. I said, what you want? You get me from the store. You want a purse? What you want? Some shoes? I can do that too. Like
it's a crazy story.
Right. And she, the whole story about a nigga that got set up, get knocked off, and robbed by a bitch that just wanted a bag. I'm supposed to give her a pass because she a woman? Well, we gonna shoot this bitch till she catch on fire. If I ain't get knocked off. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of bitches like that. You got the sexy reds and I'm banging blood and my nigga this and the third. Like, so it's a little bit different. Because remember, when they was coming up, originally the gangs especially, women wasn't part of this shit at all. Like, you don't see a lot of pictures with Tukey Williams and all these people, and it's a bunch of women around throwing up sets and shit too. No, that's some new shit that bitches just started doing off this feminism.
Yeah, because they wasn't front line though.
Right. They could be a part of a nigga surroundings, but they was never like these bitches is banging blood, claiming colors. Like every color hairdo Sexy Red get is Sexy Red. Her name's Sexy Red. Every picture she takes, she with this, she real, she like that. So you saying she supposed to be off limits? How? I'm gonna butter her biscuit too.
Well, I mean, if they not a part of the shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if a nigga walking with his girl in the park.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
If
it's
like,
but that's what I'm saying.
You got to let it make it into the next time
but
you
that's
see
why
him
I said
type
it's
shit.
50-50 because.
But if he with a chick that's like fucking.
That's why I said it's 50-50 because you got to decide. It's gonna
Mary
really be
J.
based
Blige
on
on Power or something. Then,
right, you got to really
like,
decide what type of bitch it is. And
if she Griselda Blanco or some shit like.
You know what I'm saying? It's up to niggas to determine what type of bitch she is. If she got street clout, then she out of there. You know, if she don't, then leave her alone. Civilian status, right? But kids, 100% of the time, was civilian status, right? See, the only reason these niggas don't give a fuck about shit like that is because these fake ass flaw niggas out here getting these 11, 10-year-olds and putting them on the block, et cetera, et cetera. So now niggas are desensitized to kids when they in the street. They're just another motherfucker. Cause these little shorties, remember, same thing, going back to it. Just something for y'all to keep in common with. On The Wire, who killed Omar? Some little ass 10-year-old the smack the baddest nigga in the hood. In the dome. All cause he was a little kid and the nigga wasn't looking at him. Cause everybody else he would have shot. That's the only nigga that could have killed him.
Nigga just walking down the street with his shit. Just
and he would have killed
that
him.
nigga didn't give a fuck, bro.
He would have killed any of them. The only nigga that got him was a nigga that was a kid. So, it's a lot of niggas out here that's desensitized to kids and shit like that now. So, it's retarded. And here's what I say. I'll leave mine here. I'll let you say whatever you got to say. I've never been an advocate for the death penalty because I think it's stupid. I think an eye for an eye, like, boom, you say, oh, we're going to kill you because you killed somebody. And that's going to make it right. Like, no, that's the case, then you might as well just let us kill him, right? But in this situation, I really hope Texas bring back the electric chair. Or something. Put them niggas in a room with a Komodo dragon. You can't, like, because from what I see, did you see the video?
I didn't watch I don't like watching videos like that. I've
I
seen
seen,
short
like,
clips of
tell,
him running and shit.
I can't tell if it was
And I've watched people break down the video without playing it. So I'm aware of like what went down on the scene and shit. So like if y'all knew the kid was there, then y'all niggas is out of line. But y'all killed the kid anyway, so y'all niggas deserve whatever is coming to you. For real.
That's the thing.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all had, whatever issue y'all had with him wasn't with her. So, you know, whatever happened is...
Bro, whenever you talk about, again, kids and shit, even if it was some little nigga that's supposed to be in the streets, if you wasn't in direct danger from him, I'm going to let him make it just because, like, you a kid. Like, even if I'm on some street shit, unless this nigga done already killed somebody or something and I know it or something like that, I'm going to just think, like, bro, you ain't over your head. Little man, give me that gun. If I could take it, you know what I'm saying, or something. If I could not kill this nigga, I got the ups on the nigga or something like that, I'm not finna kill no little fucking 11-year-old, bro. Now, if he come back around, I gotta put him down because he on some dumb shit, that's one thing. But just the offer, that's crazy. And she 5. So she not even at the age where she could, you see what I'm saying, be dead. This girl still believe in Barbie dolls and like she playing. This girl 5, like she in kindergarten, bro. Maybe first grade, bro.
Yeah. I was thinking about that shit because it's like one of them days where it's like, shit, you ain't got to go to school today. You can kick it with daddy, you know what I'm saying? Go vacuum my shit real quick, run it through the car wash, and then we'll go do whatever you want to do type shit. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all saying, oh, yeah. Like, you talking like this man had the baby in the trap, man. This baby over here at the car wash with her daddy. The same way that little son would be at the car wash with their daddy. They looking at their daddy car. They love their daddy car. It go fast, vroom, vroom. All that. It's a 5-year-old.
Yeah, I remember being a kid, bro, going to the car wash with my dad, and it was like a field.
Right.
One of my brothers doing flips, and
right,
we throwing
man.
a football. And
right,
we just,
bro. That was an event, man. That was you getting to spend time with your daddy. This is then he tell you come over here and hold this or you do this and you know and then boom. That was sure I ain't vacuum or something like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like bro, yeah, that little baby just out there just at the car, just happy to be there, probably sitting in the front seat doing the little shit. You see what I'm saying? And you done dumped on her cause she's in the, you see what I'm saying? And you could tell it's a little baby. It's a 5-year-old, not a 1-year-old. So you can see this is not a big person. And then Ronnie tried to run away from the car so they wouldn't shoot at the car.
And niggas is giving them flack for that shit. Like, nigga, that's the best move to make. Like,
he tried to run from the car. I know exactly why he ran. He ran across. He ran in the wide open. Because you got to sit there and think. If you trying to say all that, oh, boom, like, nigga, the car is covering him.
So now he putting himself.
Right. He ran into the wide open so they wouldn't shoot at the car. Probably thinking, if I run out here, they at least won't shoot my baby. Now that's a RIP I take a shot to.
Yeah. It's crazy.
And I'm glad that, like I said, I'm not no police nigga, bro. When you do some shit like that, gang, you get whatever you pay for, gang. And I mean it in the worst way. I want that to happen to you in the worst way. I hope all the worst things happen to you, bro. Yeah. Because again, you bro, this a 5-year-old, bro. You popped a 5-year-old. Like you be like, how you supposed to? You in jail? What you in for? Oh, I killed the nigga and his little baby. You that gangster?
Oh yeah, niggas is waiting on you.
You feel me? Like nigga, like how you gonna tell a nigga that?
They just gonna ask you just to make sure you tell the truth. Because if you lie about what you did, they
They
gonna
do
fuck
it
you
worse,
up even more.
But like, how you gonna tell a nigga that, bro? How you gonna tell a nigga, bro? I killed a nigga in a fire, yo. A baby, his baby? You shot a baby in the head? Nigga, like a nigga that don't know nothing about him or him might do you in. Just off the principle, bro.
Yeah, I know a lot of people
That will fuck you
that
up
knew
behind
him.
him.
And I didn't realize it. Like, I got on Facebook for like the first time in like a long time. Just started scrolling this week, and I was like, damn. Like, a lot of my niggas know this nigga. Like,
What the?
hey, what? But I hope it play out well for him, because
Look,
in
man.
the best case scenario,
If
they
you a
can,
street
'cause that
nigga,
was a
whatever,
stupid
man.
move.
Then do your thing, man. I'm not saying I don't understand casualties, bro, but man, y'all doing shit like this, bro. Ain't no way you can condone this shit. Street niggas worldwide should be speaking out against shit like this. Like, cause that's not even what the shit is about, bro. Like,
Yeah.
street niggas is outlaws, yeah. But like, no, that never was about no shooting no fucking kids or even putting, like you said, old people sit in danger. But I mean, people ain't got none civilians, period, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, there has been casualties, but that was always in a worst case scenario. Like, it's never been so normal for you to be like a casualty. You niggas spraying in crowds and shit. You feel me? You see what I'm saying? Like,
you want this one dude, but it's
Right.
25 people around.
right, you gonna
and
spray
just-
all them people up because you that whatever you got going on, that major. Y'all, what y'all doing on y'all look come to that major?
You didn't get close to him, but
Right.
You
like
done took
y'all
out.
doing some of y'all come to that major where y'all gotta do that, man. Man, please tighten up, man. And like I said, man, I hope them boys rest in shit, man. If that's the dudes that did it, man. Listen, this has been a Poor Podcast, episode 130, man. 130.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
subscribe, share, man. Make sure you share them. Make sure you tell a friend and tell again. Come again, listen. You can share it anytime you want. It don't cost you no paper unless you a hater. I am the Rick Code.
it's your boy Dubz 817.
And as always, make sure you
Pull up
pull up.
and click that Temu link.
Get you some money.